So the question is, what's the point? The remaining uninsured will still drive up the cost of health care because taxpayers invariably are in the end going to have to foot the bill for the uninsured one way or another.
Well, first of all, the number of uninsured people in America is still under question. There's been different estimates that the number may be much less than the 47 million that has been given out. But you talk about the number of lobbyists per congressman. I have to tell you that I had one big town hall meeting in Oklahoma City, and I had almost 3,000 people show up. So it'd be like 3,000 lobbyists coming to see me that were saying, we don't want a federal government take over the health care system. We don't want our taxes increased, and we're very concerned about the elimination of a free market system to where patients had choice. Yeah. Now, there are other ways of reforming health care by allowing people to keep their health insurance when they change jobs, looking at issues like eliminating pre-existing conditions, tax deductibility of health care, and as I saw in your previous segment, tort reform, medical malpractice reform. That is one key central ingredient that is missing from the House bill, and I think even from the Senate bill, that will help lower costs.